Raphael Ajere, we will listen to this your video, then I'll tell you something. Let's listen to it first.
So what is your gain? That you will come and say, you want me now to come here and be dancing? Hey, we have defeated Ngozi, shame, then I'm a fool. Now I must be a fool to come here and pop champagne and say, we have defeated Ngozi. Ngozi have lost. Oh. No. If I lose Ngozi to the zoo, did I win? No. Now I lose Ngozi. Whether with her selfish interest, whatever she had in mind to do, whatever she did, at least at a point in time, she has been the chief of staff to my prime minister that I have vowed to protect. Now today I lose her. Is it victory? It's not victory, it's a loss. Look, listen, a loss is a loss, no matter how you paint it. No matter how you try to paint it, if you lose, you have lost. So I remember I told you guys here that Adadio Rama was cleaning my tears in Finland. Now, if today Adadio Rama, I lose her, is it a win for me?
Pastor Raphael Ajere, aka Vam, you were the same person who used all foul language against Mazi Simon Ekpa when he started. There's no cause, you didn't cause him. You no swear, you no swear for him. All the foul languages you used, all the prayers you prayed against him, all the mockery, all the caricature, yet he forgave you. Same you came to the struggle and he made you Deputy Minister of Information. Then just little inhena. The same you is now against the Biafra Chief of Staff, speaking, being the previous you, the same you now. You're now that same you that was in DOS, using all manner of language against the Chief of Staff to Biafra, and then any Biafran supporting her, any Biafran standing with the Biafra government, the government of the United States of Biafra, you will castigate and threaten and do it. You break eggs. This man, you break eggs in their name. Yeah. You are a pastor. The same you who used to be a pastor is the same you now on another video.
Hey, church pastor native doctor, serious one. This fool that made this comment. Pastor
saying, I am a proud Dibia. Yes, Makana pastor, Uradena pastor, all your years in pastor. So you were in DOS because of Uru. And then if you radio DOS, Batazie, Simon Ekpa, then Simon Ekpa just step aside 2 seconds. The same you. If you know, okay, Uradena be Ngozi, no Akparawa, no Nkiri. The same Biafra government. I vowed, I swear to protect Simon Ekpa under the Biafra government. Now the same where there is gain now is with Nkiri. You know Nkiri is not qualified. Now it is Nkiri you are preaching. I just saw a video of you, the same you. The pastor that stopped being a pastor because of gain is now a Dibia because there's gain in being Dibia. The DOS that stopped being DOS started supporting Simon Ekpa because no more gain in Simon Ekpa. The same you is now supporting Algeria against the Biafra government, Algeria and Nkiri against Biafra, the government of the United States of Biafra. Because if you na Ngozi amanyegi chance, so Ura amandia, look at you. Recently now you are falling back again because if you na Odika ben Nkiri na Akparawa no gala cast, you are coming back. Oh, why will I speak against Ngozi? She's my sister. That your Rama, she was cleaning my tears. I was crying. Hey, Baba, you are unstable. You are unstable. You are unstable. Stay one place. You unstable. See, you lack what it takes. You lack what it takes to even be Minister of Information. The Deputy Minister of Information. You are the person Simon Ekpa was saying the time will come, some of you will step aside. It is you. The same Adadio Rama, you were saying Adadio Rama is this, Adadio Rama is that. Now you are telling us she's cleaning my tears. You won't fall back. I see you won't fall back. They were you did. You are unstable, Daddy. You are unstable. Daddy, the unstable. Senior man, I respect you. It's been a while. You see, I've been watching this video for, I'd say since yesterday. If I've not watched it, I've watched it like 7 times now. And I think I'm getting the message clear. You are too, I know. This thing I'll tell you now is the same thing in your mind. Now, this is Simon Ekpa's ex-wife, and I respect her, right? I respect her for the fact that she didn't want to get involved and she stayed out completely. I don't know if she's been doing anything for our good behind closed doors, but it's not my business, right? But if she's doing, I appreciate her. Now, you said you're speaking with Simon Ekpa and you hear from him and he talks to you, right? And now, you told us that how you've been helping Biafra right from when you were a kid, how you traveled to Nigeria 6 or 7 times, how you've been helping the poor and, you know, and all that. All good, thank you very much. And you also told us how you've studied so much about Biafra and all that. All these things are nice. To see a Finnish citizen like someone who is not a Biafra, you know, being concerned about Biafra, quite commendable. But then you came up to tell us what you discussed with Simon Ekpa. And then at the end of it, I didn't hear you say Simon Ekpa said this. All you said is you are advising Ngozi or Orabueze to help Oge Nkere. Do you even know who Oge Nkere is? Let's assume because of your closeness with Simon Ekpa, you've seen Oge Nkere's involvement. How about recently? Do you know what Oge Nkere has done? Oge Nkere was sacked for misconduct. And find out the true story. Yes, one lawyer came up recently and was saying everybody should fall back, everybody should fall back. Simon Ekpa said everybody should fall back to the government. Ngozi Orabueze is the deputy prime minister. We all agreed that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is Simon Ekpa's surrogate. That was why he handed over everything for her to receive his mails. If he didn't trust her, he won't give her all those. You get? And now she's our deputy prime minister. Mind you, she is the COS of Biafra, the chief of staff of Biafra. You understand? If you know the story of everything that played out during the convention, she saved the day. And then these people, for their misconduct, she sacked them. She gave them opportunity. Come and be accountable. Let's know what we are doing in the absence of Simon Ekpa. And all these people went away. They went to do their thing on their own. We never saw them playing any vital role during the convention. In fact, Akparawa Minister of Information was not present at the convention, the Redeclaration Convention. Oge Nkere was nowhere close when Biafrans protested in Finland. And even Vam that talks, at that point where he needed to talk, he didn't talk. And then they wanted a postponement in the absence of Simon Ekpa. And this woman said, no, we cannot disappoint Biafrans. We cannot disappoint our guests. Look at, people have spent so much money, contributed for this. How will we now say, oh, let's postpone it in the absence of Simon Ekpa? Does it mean that in Simon Ekpa's absence, there is nobody to lead the people? None of these people stepped forward, and she stepped forward. For that, they are hating on her and saying, who is she? Where were they? If they had stepped forward and showed that they are capable, I don't think she will even step forward because she has a lot doing already. And then this man brought everything to the public, bringing propaganda, castigating this, dividing everybody, and confusing Biafrans. And then Biafrans have chosen they don't want them again. We don't want them again. They have tried when they did. And now we don't understand them. They should rest. Let other people carry on. And then everybody are coming out from wherever they are coming out from, telling Biafrans, well, una know it be democracy. It is the people's choice. We have chosen who we want. Simon Ekpa chose her, and we have chosen her. So what are you people not telling me? And as for Gerard Solis, Simon Ekpa paid you to do a job, and then I saw the post that Gerard Solis made, and he said Ngozi Orabueze's name is not on any document, and that is his excuse for siding Ogenkere. Please, what document is Ogenkere's name in? Both the constitution and the charter. Ngozi Orabueze's name is there. What document is official document is Elias talking about? Elias, he went to support Isaiah. Ogenkere was the Minister of Finance, yet Simon Ekpa didn't include him among the currency drafting committee. What are people not telling me? Akparawa, Minister of Almighty, his name is nowhere. Most trusted. Van. All these people, Simon Ekpa told you that a time is coming when some of you will rest. Let the people who will carry on step up. And then the time has come, and you people are running helter-skelter, saying no, because of position. And then you confuse Biafrans, confuse just a few men on ground. Say, just because Simon, imagine now, because Simon Ekpa will say, okay, Ogenkere, go and pay Gerard Solis so amount. And then Gerard Solis, now you are seeing Ogenkere as the person paying you. You work for who they pay you. Okay, this. I stand for Biafra government, the USB government, the United States of Biafra government. That's the government I support. I don't support individuals. By rights, Akparawa and the Van, these were very close. Like, that's why it took me like 3 weeks to step up. Because I was like, no, these people are like, these men are good men. We've all worked together. They are my superiors. I respect them. It was hard for me to let go, but now we go with the truth. We don't go with Ayana Hagadi about myself. We don't go where we are called. We follow the truth. If we are called where we don't find the truth, what I won't go find here. And Gerard Solis is here. Look, imagine your pace, Gerard Solis. When Simon Ekpa, when you were still supporting the Biafra government, now you are supporting Ogenkere and his clique because they still have access to fundraising, and then they are raising money. And men on ground are saying, oh, because these were the people that Simon Ekpa was sending to send you your money, and then for that reason, now then whole money. May all of us come on eye for money. May we face the truth. May we come on eye for money, face the truth. As a true Biafran, if they keep Ogenkere, keep Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who is capable for the job? Who is capable for? Let's drop sentiment, let's drop emotion, let's drop all these things. Propaganda now. See them today. I just say Van don't repent. Rose will post for today, post again. Who the hell is even this Rose? Oga, come outside, may we know you. You don't understand? Come outside, may we know you. If you don't know, I've never seen anybody face to face. I've never seen Simon Ekpa face to face. I've never seen Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I've never seen Kere Akparawa, Van. I have never seen anybody. So I don't even go by Ndimma. I want Onyemma. I just want Biafra. Anybody that is ready to give us Biafra. Omo, poor body. We don't see una finish. I mean, Kere and the rest. We don't see. There's nothing you can offer. You cannot give us Biafra. They one side. They say fall back now they tell fall back. And when they say fall back, it doesn't mean you should come back and continue with that position you were in. Because Simon Ekpa said it. A time will come. Some people will step aside. Some people will step up. It is you he was talking about. That's why he didn't include you in any official document. And now una they drag. Akparawa and the rest. You people held on to your office even after being sacked. You hijacked.
Alright guys, welcome to my channel. This is your boy. Alright, so in today's update, I'm going to show you all that has been happening between the Biafran as a nation now and then the Finland. This is really calling for attention, and every Biafran needs to pay attention to what is going to happen in this particular video. This will open your eyes, and it will also let you know all the propagandas and conspiracy that has been going on between Nigeria and the country Finland. I'm going to let you guys listen to this video. You know, like they said there's a way you beat a child for too long, God's intervention will come to rescue the child. I'm going to let you guys see this video and see all that has happened between the Nigeria, this new country, and the Finland government, and all the conspiracies that has been going on between these two individuals to make sure that Simon Ekpa was never given the opportunity to address his people, the people of Biafrans. All right, let's see the video. But just in case it's the first time you're also seeing me, or you're seeing this channel, Tobi TV channel, please do as well to subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. And I'll be right back.
As you know, some of you have been working with Biafra for a long time. Today, I'm here in the capacity of a representative of the Organization of Emerging African States. That's the organization, international governmental organization that Biafra is a founding member of in 2011. And the Organization of Emerging African States is highly concerned about the continued detention of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And we have therefore had a board meeting and we've done an investigation of his detention as well as the detention of Biafra's best ally, Ayaba Cho Lucas of Amazonia, who is also detained on similar charges in Norway. And we've looked into this, and the Organization of Emerging African States has come to some conclusions, and we're issuing a public declaration today regarding your Prime Minister as well as Ayaba Lucas Cho. There's these two cases are linked. As you know, Prime Minister Ekpa was taken into custody by the Finland authorities, and he remains there under investigation. What you may not know is the conditions of his detention are very harsh. Solitary confinement. His access to the outside world is limited. So we know this because we have debriefed 3 of the other 4 detainees who have since been released. There's very serious concerns on the part of OES about how they were treated. So this was done, and we believe the conditions that Cho are imprisoned under in Norway are quite similar. In Norway and Finland, of course, they could imprison people, detain people, they call it, on remand, almost indefinitely while they continue to investigate the allegations. The main concern, besides the conditions of imprisonment of the OAS, which we are very distressed about, the main concern is how these allegations against Cho and Ekpa came about, and who was behind these allegations. Was it the government of Finland and Norway? No, they are complicit in this, but we know that in August, a delegation of Nordic ministers, including the foreign minister of Finland, went to Abuja, where they met with representatives of Nigerian government and ECOWAS. And at that time, it was noted that in the Nigerian press, the foreign minister of Finland was quoted as saying that she would soon have Simon Ekpa arrested. Now, at the time, the prime minister was aware of that, and we just kind of wrote that off. Simon Ekpa, he's an EU citizen. This cannot happen. This is just the Nigerian press. But what was that meeting about of the Nordic ministers and the Nigerians in ECOWAS? Well, it had to do with political and economic favors that were being exchanged. And shortly thereafter, of course, Lucas Ayaba Cho was arrested in Norway in August. And again, we thought, well, maybe that's just a coincidence. But now we see Simon Ekpa arrested in November of this year on similar charges. So it's clear that this is a quid pro quo situation. It has the appearance here, the OAS, that Norway and Finland were promised favors by the Nigerian and Cameroonian governments. And in exchange for those favors, they were to deliver up or at least take out of circulation, neutralize Simon Ekpa and Ayaba Lucas Cho. So, and that is indeed what happened, and that is indeed the appearance here. And I might point out, both Ekpa and Cho are EU citizens of Finland and Germany. That did not matter. They are sitting there in solitary confinement right now, facing charges. Now, what are the charges? Well, very similar. In the case of Cho in Norway, it is something to do with instigating crimes against humanity using the internet or some nonsense like that. And in the case of the prime minister, similar charges, except they're throwing the word terrorism about that they're investigating. Somehow he's involved with terrorism. They don't even, specify what the terrorist organization is or what's going on with that. So the allegations are coming directly from the oppressors, from Cameroon and Nigeria. And both Cameroon and Nigeria are well-known human rights abusers. Of course, I don't need to tell you as Biafrans what has happened in Biafra and Nigeria as a whole in the last 20 years. I don't need to tell you what's going on in neighboring Amazonia for the last 5 years or more. How many people have been killed? How many people are killed each year in Nigeria? This is a fact. Yet, Finland and Norway are taking the allegations from these two countries that are the human rights abusers. So we have a lot of concern about the source of the allegations, because if there are human rights abuses, it is the direct fault of Nigeria. It's the direct fault of Cameroon. If people are defending themselves after years of being subjugated to this, that is the fault of the oppressing governments. That's not a crime. So we have a concern. And of course, it's not like Norway and Finland don't know the circumstances. As you know, there was a large report issued a few months ago about the deaths of Christians in Nigeria over the last few years. But yet they're taking the information from the Nigerian government. And we see General Musa making the head of the Nigerian armed forces, making public pronouncements just in the last few weeks that he will neutralize Simon Ekpa, remove him from circulation. And we see the state governors in Nigeria saying the same thing, making new allegations against Simon Ekpa. So, and we see their mouthpieces in the Nigerian press and the provocateurs that are part of the security system making the same allegations. So OES is very concerned that the governments of Norway and Finland are conducting an investigation based on information that is solely provided by human rights abusers. The people who are responsible for the crimes are the ones who are accusing Simon Ekpa of the crime. So we're concerned about that. And we're coming forward with our declaration, which is in the hands of the DPM and which we will be distributing worldwide in the next few days. We also are suggesting that if Finland and Norway are really doing an investigation of what is going on in Cameroon and Nigeria and Amazonia and Biafra, that when they do actually discover war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity, which we know have happened, but those crimes are being committed